Soul Man Coffee again, and
Valerie.
And we are here in northern Arizona. You want to tell them why we're in northern Arizona right now?
We are escaping the heat in Laughlin at a property that I bought in Arizona. It's at 6,000 feet, so it's a lot cooler up here, a lot cooler.
A lot cooler.
Yeah.
Been 114 down in Laughlin, and it's like, what, it's 80 today here?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some overcast because we had some rain coming in and out. But we got a hold of a company called Dirty Deeds Tractor. We contracted with them to have some cinder work done on her property. So we're going to show you that here in a few minutes. But you want to tell them about the property a little bit? When we came up here, all right, so we came up here about 3 weeks ago, and we stayed at the RV park.
Yep.
In Valley.
Yep.
At the Bedrock RV park.
Fred Flintstone's home.
And we'll show you some video of us going through the Bedrock City, Fred Flintstone City. So we'll show you that.
Abba yabba dabba do time.
But what do you want to tell them about the property?
Well,
Want to show them the view? Want to show them the view?
Yeah, show them the view.
That's a view of the San Francisco peaks. Flagstaff is right over there, right where those mountains are. there's the two dogs. We've got Ginger and Phoebe. Phoebe's a little puppy. Also, in showing you what Dirty Deeds did as far as putting in the cinders and everything, I did a lot of aerial view with the drone, so that'll be kind of interesting. So why don't you stick around and watch for that.
Yep. Okay, so the history of how this all came about. Chris and I were sitting in Laughlin, and it was like 114 degrees, and I told him, I said, I can't take this heat anymore. I said, we've got to get out of here. And so we started looking online for property, affordable property, and where it was cooler, like here. So we came across these 3 properties that were technically Williams, Arizona. And so I came up here by myself, made an appointment with the realtor, and she showed me the 3 properties. And the 2 other ones were so entangled with trees and growth and stuff that you didn't even have a view at all. All you saw were the trees around you. And that's kind of my fault, because I had asked her, I said, I want a property with lots of trees. And then this was the last one she showed me, and it was the best as far as I'm concerned, because most of the land was already cleared. It had a fantastic view of the mountains, and it just seemed like the perfect spot. So I only saw 3, and I bought 1. So that's pretty fast decision making.
Yeah, you did make that pretty fast.
Yeah, I did. So I drove back down to Laughlin, and then Chris and I came up a few days later, or about a week later, and we stayed at the RV park, and I just wanted to check out the surroundings and kind of get a little more acclimated to the area and what was going on here, and you know, do my due diligence, because I had, at that point, I think I had already made an offer. Yes, I had. And I had 15 days to do a due diligence, which means you've got to do your research and find out if it's really what you want. And if you don't like it, that 15-day window gives you a chance to back out of the property without suffering any penalties or fees or anything. So we came up here, and during that period, and kind of looked around, and you know, the road from the main road to the property was very drivable. It's only like 1.5 miles at the most on a dirt road, and I mean, like I said, the view just knocked my socks off, and I said, this is it. And so
so she bought it.
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've been out here for a few days now in the RV, staying in the RV, getting acclimated to the RV. Right there, we got it set up, and got the Starlink, and we'll talk about the RV and the power systems probably in the next video, not in this one. So what do you say we get on with the clearing and cindering of the property in northern Arizona that Valerie bought?
Yep.
I've got it all marked off with these little pink flags. Got a guy with a tractor who's going to come out and grade this whole area, all out in here. RV is going to be up in that area. Make a circle driveway around this big juniper right here, and come out on this other side. Okay, well, they got the area all graded, the driveway and the area for the RV, and then they brought in 1 truckload of cinders for the RV to go. It's called an RV pad, so the RV will be sitting here directly east-west, which works out best for the solar panels. And I'll be bringing the RV in here probably tomorrow. And then on Monday, today's Thursday, and then on Monday they're going to return and run truckloads of cinders throughout the rest of the area, all this area here, and in the driveway, circular driveway. So that's where we're at right now.
It's night in the city, and I'm on my way back home, humming on my favorite ditty, swinging like Natalie Cole. But then out of the blue, who strolls down the boulevard but you? Your place is closer than mine. Why don't we go there and have some more wine? 'Cause life is for living. Let's see where the sun might lead. Let's see where the sun might lead. Waking up to a brand new day in between your sheets, breaking up in the best of ways, and I'm back again on the street.
Well, Valerie had to go back to Laughlin and actually up to Vegas, take care of some business. So she left this morning. So now it's just me and Ginger here at the homestead. I want to thank you very much for watching the video. Be sure and subscribe and click that bell, because the next video I'm putting up is going to be about living off-grid in this RV and how I've managed to have 3 separate systems, charging systems, and managing batteries and all that stuff, and the Starlink and everything that goes with living off-grid in this RV. So until next time, this will be Old Man Coffee saying, stay safe.